Hey everyone, it's Rachel from Lighthouse for Life, and I want to extend a lot of love and patience out to you today. Uh, Maybe you're having your patience tried by family time, maybe you're being rushed and pulled in different directions because of quarantine. Maybe you have some plans that will not be able to be followed through, and so you're having to reimagine what the next month or season will look like. So I thank you for coming and watching this video. Today's book is No Means No. And I think that is a wonderful message for all of us, regardless of age. This is another gem by Jayneen Sanders, illustrated by Cherie Zamazing. I hope I'm saying that correctly. And this is um, teaching children about personal boundaries, respect, and consent, empowering kids by respecting their choices and their right to say no. Also, it has a cat, and so I'm very happy reading this book. She starts out with some notes to the reader, again, talking points, which are very useful. This book in particular is going to talk about more physical boundaries, but we will talk about some other ones as well because it's very easy to get stuck behind the word boundary and not know how to really live it out. So, when Aunt Jenny asks me for a kiss and I don't want to, no means no. I can choose to blow her a kiss, shake her hand, give her a high five, but if I don't want a hug or a kiss, no means no. When it's bath time and my mother asks if she can wash and dry my private parts, and I say, no thanks, I can do it all by myself. No means no. I can wash and dry my own private parts today, tomorrow, or the next day because my body is my body and I'm the boss of it. Sometimes my big cousin looks after me. We run races and have fun on the swings. But if he wants to wrestle and play tickling games and I don't want to, no means no. We could build a giant sand castle in the sand or play catch the ball, but if I don't want to wrestle or play tickling games, no means no. When someone asks to hold my hand at school and I want to walk all by myself, no means no. Sometimes I like to walk by myself and I don't want to hold anyone's hand. I can say, no thanks, or not today, as kindly as I can. You don't have to be mean, but you can be firm. When people ask me things and I say, no, I don't mean maybe, and I don't mean I'm not sure. What I really mean is no. Even though I may be small, I am strong, and I have a voice that is loud and clear. So when I say no, no means no. And that's all. It's such a short book, but there are some really great ask questions. So you can start the conversation with your child, maybe talking about some of these physical boundaries that they have. One of the questions is, has anyone tried to kiss or hug you like this? How did you feel about it? What did you do? What could you do if you don't want to kiss or hug someone? those are really great introductory questions. And again, I am so in favor of adults reading children's book with an open heart and mind, because so many of these lessons are things that are great reminders for us. But as you're sitting with your child, this is a great opportunity to extend an invitation of open conversation, open communication. So asking, is there a family member whose touch makes you feel uncomfortable? Uh, what can you do if they're around? And then having this conversation with them, um, really getting to know their preferences. I think a lot of the times families and adults dismiss children's concerns about physical distance because they want to not insult someone in the family or disappoint them. But it's really important to teach children early on that it is their body and therefore their rules. And if they feel uncomfortable in a situation like that, then it's best to not force it and to really build that communication into a family system if possible. And really, any system, in the classroom, there are certain touches that are okay and certain touches that are not okay. At summer camp, there are touches that are okay and touches that are not okay. And all of these different settings, it's important to, again, talk with the child and really say what they're comfortable with, what they're not comfortable with, and be okay when some days their answer is, yes, I do want a hug. And some days their answer is, no, I don't want a hug, and I'm okay with that. I really appreciated it when the girl in the story says, when people ask me things and I say no, I don't mean maybe, and I don't mean I'm not sure. What I really mean is no. I think that's an important lesson to remember, um, that we don't need to push children into things that do make them uncomfortable. That might be a sign that something else has happened previously, or that they have an instinctual uncertainty, or maybe they just don't feel like it that day. As we as adults um, can often be very hard on ourselves and push ourselves to do things that make us uncomfortable because of social obligation. And children just don't have that as much as we do yet. So this is a really great time of their lives to begin that um, relationship with their own internal self of this is okay and this is not okay. So I hope that this helps. I know that there are maybe many opportunities that your child has had in the past to say no, and I hope that in the future that they will continue to develop that practice. And quarantine, again, is a wonderful opportunity to continue this conversation. So y'all take care, enjoy, and stay safe.